Okay, up next is Mixolydian. This one is like a major scale, so it's tied to a major scale. We use this one in jazz a lot and the blues, because its relation to the dominant seventh chord. If you remember, the way we make a dominant seventh chord is we have the three notes of a major chord, and then we put a seventh on it, and then we lower it by one, by a half step. That makes a dominant seventh chord, right? It's got a flat 7 on it. That's very similar to what this scale is, because it is a major scale with a flat 7, and that's it. So by itself, it doesn't sound particularly jazzy or bluesy, but it plays really well over those chords that we use a lot in jazz and blues. This is what it sounds like. You can almost hear the little kind of blues inflection right there, a little bit. Okay, let's do our process one more time. Actually, we're gonna do this like 2 more times, but so let's go back to a major scale. And let's keep going up to G. Okay, there's G. So now, if we look at all of this, scrunch it down, here's our thing. Here is our C major or Ionian, D Dorian, E Phrygian, F Lydian, and now G Mixolydian. Okay? Because G is the 5th in this sequence, we take any key, we go to the 5th, we use that key signature, and then we keep going up, and we end up with a Mixolydian scale. Okay? Remember, if we looked at just at G major, the key signature of G major has 1 sharp in it, and it's going to be this sharp. So if we take it down, we get an F natural, and that means we are in the Mixolydian mode. Don't worry about key signatures. I don't think we work with key signatures very much in electronic music, so screw it. Just remember, this is flat from where it should be. This is down 1/2 step. So let's look at our chord progression. Okay, there we have all the chords in using the Mixolydian mode. So what we've got here is G major, A minor, so the minor 2, diminished 3. So you'll notice that diminished chord is just moving down the scale, right? Because that's just how the pattern works. As we move up the diatonic chord progression in the major scale, that dominant or that diminished chord kind of moves with us. So that's just kind of sliding down, which is interesting. C major, so major 4, minor 5, which is somewhat interesting, minor 6, major 7, and a major 1. Let's hear it. See, these are all very slight. When we look at them like this and we hear the difference, if you're thinking, like, I can't really hear the difference in the sequence of chords here between all these different ones, that's okay. I mean, you're not really, I shouldn't say you're not supposed to, but when laid out like this, you wouldn't that much. But when we write a whole song using this mode, it gives it a different feeling. It feels different than if you just used major or minor. So we're going to look at that in the next section, about how to actually use these. I just want to get them all into your head, what they all mean, how they look, and how to find the modes. So let's do the last couple, and then we'll be done with explaining modes, and then we'll talk about working with modes after that. So up next is an easy one, Aeolian.